Our next reader is Elisa Sheronas. Elisa graduated from Rosemont with a degree in biology. She got married 20 days after that and moved to Germany with her newly commissioned lieutenant husband. Life happened, and after raising 5 children, already new respects, helping her husband restart his father's manufacturing business and starting a public relations business with her oldest daughter, she thought it was time to do something for herself. She started writing poetry when her middle school son returned from Iraq, or when her middle son, not her middle school son. When her middle son returned from Iraq. It was a wrenching experience that was made less sharply painful when she wrote about it. She's happy to be back at Rosemont, having started the MFA program 50 years after she first walked on campus. And she's looking forward to finishing her work for her degree by her 50th reunion. That's awesome. Please welcome Elisa.
Wow, when you say that, I feel old. I started writing poetry. I feel like poetry is therapy for me. So here are a few sessions. September. Welcome, September, with your promise of the new. New adventures, the smell of new books, new, fresh faces, scrubbed clean, and eager to meet others on a shared journey of discovery. Growth by steps, forward and backward, science and history. Hesitant steps in new shoes, pinching feet gone unshod for 3 months. Chattering friends, backpacks not yet weighed down with assignments. All good, all new. All promise, all hope. Not for all. Reality is cruel, often hope starved. Some see differently, both in giving and receiving. Racked and deprived by poverty, basic rights withheld, while the right pockets are lined, no holes in them. Justice denied as futures clash with the greedy and uncaring who profess concern but don't finish the thought. Self-enrichment monopolizes opportunities always held sacred and offered evenly to tomorrow's hope. Those new, fresh faces stained by hunger, trapped by tears of abandonment. When will we say enough? When will we resurrect a spirit so consoling on a 9/11 long ago? One that united, that shone the warming life of family on America, made more by universal love. Connecting 3 cities and 3,000 families with every other fearing soul, stunned that this outrage could happen to one of our own. We were all one of our own that day and for months after. Why not now? What happened to rend us and render empty sentiments so easily expressed so recently? Search the human mind and heart. Look for the cells that respond so quickly to tragedy, to war. Make the obscene the glue that patches the quilt and warms the human race. Take the cells and clone them to restore us to what we are capable of being. And use the discord as a model to make the harmonies that heal the soul. Backyard renewal. White sheets hang on a clothesline in the cold of early spring. Movie screens of family, home, routine bring the smell of fresh air in quiet, dimly lit rooms. Peace stories. Whipped by high winds, they skim the ground and surrender. Clothespins shoot like bullets across newly awakened grass, shivering in the attack. Air currents rearranging nature as tanks assault protesters far away, rearranging cities. War stories. Backyard contemplation pours over world, local, personal problems, changing quickly, turning dark, making these sheets grateful flags of freedom, sighing semaphores that signal, not in my backyard. reliving past days in past yards, handing clothespins to one who lived war, taught peace, loved nature, followed a routine, yet understood change. Time to think, consider, renew, refresh, fold with thanks, wishing everything could be clean, like freshly laundered sheets. This one is really when I started writing poetry. I didn't write this then, but this is the reason. Bad trip. We waited, prayed every day. Orders had been issued. Baghdad, the green zone. I'll be fine, Mom. It's safe in there. 2004. It was safe in there. He didn't stay in there. Daily patrols with MPs in a place just getting acquainted with IEDs, killing and maiming drivers and passengers. Tooling around in jeeps, questioning prisoners through a translator. Living in Saddam's palace. His job sped along, slowly. The news came in a January email. Personal, not like daily radio news reports. His paperwork complete. He's leaving Baghdad. What time is it there? No details, no timetable. We sat, suspended in a bubble of relief-colored anxiety, wringing, tingling hands, until his phone call came from Germany. Lucky, he was finished his commitment. Lucky, he didn't get extended or frozen again. Lucky, he left before they assassinated his translator. Lucky, he came home. Lucky ended in an angry glass of bourbon. I have a 96-year-old mom, and I'm responsible for her, so I wrote this one for her. It's called Grace. She sat there, small and sad, hands in her lap, tears making their way down the grooves of her cheek. A little girl slapped in school because she didn't understand English. A daughter rising while everyone else slept to do laundry in the bathtub. A bride far from home when he left to go to war. A young mother, alone, valiant, anticipating his return, the unknowing victim of a cruel wartime plot to take away her child, her future. A hard worker, well past middle age, feeding and nurturing the family. A survivor, living that future at 90, broken by loss too strong for even the most determined heart. She sat there, rebellion rising from a still young spirit while her independence ebbed. The doctor said it firmly but with compassion. No more driving. I never thought I would see this day, her whispered response to a blow made sharper by dementia. We sat there, two hearts breaking at once, holding unplayable cards. My relief that she'll be safe, trumped by her profound sense of loss. We sat there, moving into the next hand, knowing what we have to do, not knowing how to start. And this is on a lighter note. Assault and batteries. Health and hope moved me into the 60s. High school, college, marriage, parenthood, smooth as Johnny Mathis singing Chances Are. Now the 60s moved into me, with bumpy cacophony, arthritis, gray hair, deafness, technology. Pill bottles line up like kids getting fitted for new shoes, or moms in the carpool line. Knee socks traded for knee braces. Heels lowered like hemlines. Antidotes flow from the pages of AARP, from friends sharing a deck chair on this liner. Memories made sweeter as they wash over the years, fading scars like sandy footprints, leaving the good ones in bifocus. Change the batteries every 2 to 3 days. Listen to life with restored ears, hope. Stay tuned in. Life happens. Autumn sunsets are more beautiful. Thank you.